Hey there, this is the One Boom, and I'm not really coming at you with Black Ops 6 beta content here. I am talking about Call of Duty in general, but this is of course going to pertain heavily towards the current Call of Duty, and it's just something I've wanted to say for a while, and I just sort of got pushed over the edge today, and I'm deciding to talk about it now. The Black Ops 6 beta early access period is ending tomorrow morning as I'm recording this, and I thought this has been on my mind during the entirety of this beta, so I'm going to talk about it right now. There will be more Black Ops 6 coverage and live streams, so hit the bell icon to get notified when I go live with that. But the gameplay you're seeing here is me struggling to lose. Basically, I'm playing so hard and I'm climbing uphill and I am sweating my ass off and I'm unable to win despite these opponents not being the best, and it's literally just because of my team. It's time to swallow a very tough pill. Call of Duty's EOMM, Engagement Optimized Matchmaking, or SBMM, Skill-Based Matchmaking, is not going anywhere. It's been bothering me since 2014. I have been watching people try to reverse boost and try to beat the system since Advanced Warfare came out. I have heard complaints about Call of Duty being sweaty ever since, League play was introduced in Black Ops 2, Clan Wars and Call of Duty Ghosts, the EXO movement in Advanced Warfare. People were blowing themselves up with rocket launchers in 2014 to try to beat skill-based matchmaking so they would get easier lobbies. They were reverse boosting back in 2014. So when people ask, hey, I'm surprised you didn't mention skill-based matchmaking. Aren't you mad about it? It's like, I have been dealing with it forever. And even before skill-based matchmaking was a topic, and I was really, really bad at COD, I had my own complaints. There's no other way to put it. I had my own complaints with when I would play Call of Duty, and it was never that my enemy team was so much better than me or at the same skill level as me. It was always that my teammates were worse. Because Call of Duty is a game of momentum, and I learned this playing a lot of League play, game battles, ranked, and Clan Wars and Call of Duty Ghosts, and ranked play in Advanced Warfare. I learned very quickly just how much Call of Duty is a momentum team-based game. And a lot of times that you lose gunfights, it's because everybody knows where you are, because they don't have any pressure, they don't have any distraction. If your team was better, the enemy team would be pressured. A pressured team is easier to win gunfights against, it's easier to predict, and when you're playing online with randoms, you're not communicating, and the randoms are, of course, at a lower skill level, because one of the things engagement optimized matchmaking attempts to do is put bad players on good players' teams so that the good player has a higher chance of being carried, not having to work as hard. That's why it's not really skill-based matchmaking. If it was skill-based, everybody would be the same skill level and would actually play like ranked. But it doesn't. It doesn't actually play like that, because you'll see people on the bottom of your team that are just doing abysmal and they're not really able to do very well, but they don't have to take the brunt of the load of the match because you're up there at the top. If you notice that, that's why you're not in a ranked play environment. I actually would love strict skill-based matchmaking. At least then my teammates would be as good as my enemies, and I could just categorize Call of Duty as a very sweaty game. But instead, it's a very going uphill with a backpack full of bricks game. So the tough pill to swallow is you need a team. You need to go make friends, and you need to invite them into your lobbies, and you need to be communicating, you need to be working together. Does it have to be as sweaty as an actual CDL match or a ranked match? No, but you need to have people that care about the win on your team that you can guarantee if you're somebody who cares. Now, if you don't care enough to do that, I'm sorry, I don't think you care enough to sit there and play casually and expect wins in amazing matches. Now, don't get me wrong, I don't like EOMM, I don't like SBMM in public matches. I wish it was just as ping-based as possible. I'd rather random matchmaking, how it used to be, where you get like 3 sweaty games in a row, but then like 3 games in a row where you're fighting people that have never held a controller before. I do miss that randomness, but this video is in the context of reality, not what I want. And the thing is, skill-based matchmaking, EOMM, I'm just going to refer to it as SBMM in this video for the rest of it because, oh my god. But SBMM can be easily countered by just playing with a team. Because then, the matchmaking system can't pair you up with people that are worse than you. It can't give you brain-dead people that need to be carried. It's as simple as that. Now, videos from people like Exclusive Ace are going to go in way more detail with that and explain way more in better detail how those matchmaking systems work and all of the research behind it. I will not pretend to be an expert. All I know is that the game likes to pair me up with people that don't know what they're doing. So if I go out of my way to party up with people that do know what they're doing, I'm going to have an amazing time. I didn't feel SBMM in Vanguard or MW 2019 because I had solid teammates. I felt it way more in Cold War and way more in MW2 and MW3 because I didn't have a solid team full of people. Like, obviously you're still gonna have bad games, and I doubt you know any pro players that you could just invite to your lobby and just, you know, go off with, but if you at least have people that care about winning and care about playing the objective and winning the game, you don't have dead weight. And one of the issues I have when I play Call of Duty is I have people that are dead weight. They're not aggressive, they don't push for advantage, they don't push the objective, they are off in La La Land, they're AFK, they're in game chat talking about being high and eating pizza rolls, and it's not a good experience. I feel like if you care about Call of Duty and you enjoy playing Call of Duty enough so that you want your matches to be of higher quality and you want your skill to shine through, then this is not a tactic that should be so far out of your reach. On the flip side of everything I just said, if you are not willing to play with people and coordinate in team-based game modes like Team Deathmatch, Domination, Hardpoint, Kill Confirmed, SND, Control, whatever, if you're not willing to play with your team, or with a team, go find a team. If you're not willing to coordinate, then you need to go stick to free-for-all and stop complaining that the matchmaking is being unfair to you. Like, you don't think Call of Duty's fun, but you play completely solo and team-based game modes, and you don't communicate with your randoms, and you're not running any sort of stealth perks or recon gathering perks. You don't run a suppressor, you don't run dead silence. You know, the list goes on and on. There are things you can do to optimize your success in Call of Duty, and I do want to make a video about how to succeed as a solo player in Call of Duty as sort of a, you know, caveat addendum to this video. Because if you really don't want to socialize, if you really don't want to invite people to your game, I do have tips on how to optimize your play experience even throughout EOMM and skill-based matchmaking. It's not perfect, but it's worked for me, and I will be sharing that in a later video. But with Black Ops 6 on the horizon, grab your coworkers, grab your classmates, grab your neighborhood friends, grab your old friends and convince them to buy the new COD. If you care, then you'll do it. If you don't, I don't want to hear it. And I don't really want to hear any comments saying I shouldn't have to do this, because if anything, you should have had to do this the entire time. And you don't have to do it. Obviously, I'm talking about being optimal, but there is an argument to be made that you should have had to have done this throughout every team-based fucking FPS shooter you've ever played. So, luckily I don't have to make that argument because you don't have to do anything I'm saying here. This is for greater success. This is for optimal success. This is for less frustration and more fun. This isn't required to put the disc in and start the game. This is just, hey, you want to be optimal, do this. It's like the people that go and click on meta loadout videos saying, I shouldn't have to run the Jackal PDW to have fun. You don't. This is just how to be optimal. There's always going to be something that is statistically or tactically optimal when it comes to a first-person shooter, and especially Call of Duty. I'm sorry that there's always been a best perk combination, a best gun, a best attachment, a best way to play. And in the era of skill-based matchmaking, if you are still buying and playing Call of Duty solo, you are shooting yourself in the foot. I will be making a video for you so you can shoot yourself in the foot less, or I guess with like a lower caliber of proverbial bullet, but that's gonna come later. First things first, you gotta find people. And if you waited till the end of this video, you're still watching right now, then I kind of want you. I want you, especially if you're a content creator or play on Xbox. I want you to hit me up. Follow me on Twitter. The link is in the description, or join my Discord. Link is also in the description. And let's get to talking. If you are a content creator especially, and you are looking for other content creators to play with, I'd be happy to meet you, play with you, and see if we vibe. If we don't, that's fine. If we do, that's obviously much better. We can help each other grow and improve and have better matches, and I just love the idea. Call of Duty is important to me, and I'm going to be focusing a lot on Call of Duty this year. I'm going part-time on my real job in order to focus back on YouTube. I am like the only person that works my retail job that has 56,000 people subscribed to them, and frankly, I'm not using it, and that's a shame. I'm actually quite good at COD, and I really excel in a team-based environment, so I want to hit 60k by the end of this year. I want to play COD, I want to play ranked, I want to pub stomp, I want to make videos, I want to review weapons, I want to make best loadout videos. I want to make content for you guys, I want to be here for you guys, so please go ahead, follow me on the social medias, hit me up, and we will talk, we will play. Again, especially if you're a content creator or play on Xbox, because I will be playing with cross-play off sometimes, because that also makes the game a little less sweaty. That's a little secret for my next video. But anyway, thank you guys so much for watching, and yeah. And my webcam died in the middle of it, and I still was okay. Oh, I still got to play the game, though. What is up with my aim?